How's your French?
No.
No? No French?
No French.
Okay. The Liberal Party of Canada is the party of official bilingualism. It's going to be a tough one. I don't speak French either, so you know.
The point is that whether the Quebecers are English Canadians, it's not the language that matters, it's what is that they deliver to them.
But the language matters very much in Quebec.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pleb is back. In this report, Pierre Poilievre finally says it and commits to deporting the Palestine protesters who have been creating chaos in Canada while living on a visa. Also tonight, we're going to talk about my first ever political campaign that I ran for Chandra Arya on the internet that scared the establishment so much that they actually kicked him out of the race. Also on tonight's show, Stoner Guy is back and gives his insight on the Liberal leadership race, and the Chandra Maniacs find a new candidate in the Liberal leadership race, and her name is Ruby, and she wants deportations. You won't want to miss this report. Stick around. Well, folks, it is good to finally be back. And if you guys were asking yourselves, where has Pleb been the last week? Well, I've been running probably one of the most successful Liberal leadership campaigns of all time. But before we get into this Liberal leadership race, and we got a lot to cover on that, I want to start tonight's story with Pierre Poilievre, who this week shocked the world and finally said that he is going to commit to deportations. Now, upon hearing this news, the people are very excited for deportations here in Canada, as this clip on X received 33,000 likes, 5,500 retweets, and it's going crazy viral.
We see on our own streets anti-Semitism, guided by obscene, woke ideologies that have led to an explosion in hate crimes. Hate crimes were up over 100% in Canada before October 7th. Now they're up 251%, with Jews being the principal victims of those crimes.
Insane.
We must not just condemn these things, we must take action against them. We must deport from our country any temporary resident that is here on a permit or a visa that is carrying out violence or hate crimes on our soil.
Inject this into my veins. We've been saying this on this channel now for the better part of a year, and Pierre Poilievre is finally saying it. Let's go. Say that again.
Condemn these things, we must take action against them. We must deport from our country any temporary resident that is here on a permit or a visa that is carrying out violence or hate crimes on our soil.
I mean, this is common sense. Now, one thing I like about Pierre Poilievre is he actually listens to his base. He watches channels like mine and other YouTubers here in Canada who have been screaming this for months. We need to deport these people. As someone who likes to travel, you guys know the pleb loves to travel all over the world. I would never, ever protest in another country. And when I'm in another country, I would not criticize the government of the country that's hosting me. It's absolute clownery. I would get deported automatically if I behaved like these Palestine protesters do in Canada. It's good to see common sense coming back home. Oh yeah, and before I forget, if you guys want to see deportations in Canada, smash the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, because on this channel, we are deportation enthusiasts. In our next story of the night, we're going to talk about this Liberal leadership race and how conservatives almost completely derailed it. Now, you may have seen this on X, as it did go viral, but conservatives all rallied around one candidate, a man who could barely speak English and spoke no French, who people could barely understand. This was our guy, and his name was Chandra Arya.
I did think quite a bit during the holiday. Today, with the cooperation of the municipal governments and the provincial governments,
nobody understands what you're saying.
many of them will be retiring directly into poverty.
What do you mean by that?
Time is short. Have to start organizing across Canada. Unprecedented structural problems today.
Nobody understands what you're saying.
Nobody has got the political guts. For the third and fourth quintile people, about 40% Canadians.
That's not English.
Now, people often ask me, Pleb, why were you pushing a guy who can barely speak English or French as the next Liberal leader? And my answer is, why the hell not? I mean, the Liberals were trying to implement Mark Carney, a private citizen who's never served in government. They're just going to install him as the next prime minister? Not on my watch. And when it became obvious to me that the Liberals were rigging the race for Mark Carney, I said, no effing way. We are going to push Chandra Arya to be the next prime minister. We're literally going to meme this guy into power. And hey, at least he's not part of the WEF like Mark Carney and Chrystia Freeland. So with the looming danger of a Mark Carney coming in and finishing the job that Trudeau started, I put out this post on social media telling people I just registered as a Liberal voter. It cost me $0 to join. Anyone across the world 14 and over could join to vote for the next Prime Minister of Canada. And guess what? Many people joined. And much to my surprise, people were all over this and the memes started flowing in. Now, my favorite meme of this whole campaign was this one, the just say no to French. I mean, Chandra Arya actually had the courage to just say no to French, something we've never seen from a Liberal leader. Truly inspiring stuff. And these memes were truly incredible. When I said we were going to meme Chandra into the next prime minister, I absolutely meant it. And people were having so much fun with the Chandra Arya memes that they even got an AI version of President Trump to endorse him.
Ladies and gentlemen, great Canadians, thank you. Thank you so much. It's an incredible day, a beautiful day, because we're here to talk about something very, very important, someone very, very special. I'm talking about Chandra Arya. Have you heard of him? Of course you have. Everyone's talking about him. Big name, big future, and let me tell you, a tremendous leader for the Liberal Party. Now, folks, I know leadership. Nobody knows leadership better than me, okay? I've seen it, I've done it, I've built it. And let me tell you something, Chandra Arya is a winner. He's got what it takes. He's got the vision, the energy, and the brains, big, beautiful brains, believe me. He's going to take the Liberal Party to places it's never been before. I fully support Chandra Arya 100%. Not 50%, not 99%, but 100%.
100%.
Some people might even say 110%, but, you know, we like to keep it real.
Now, this campaign on the internet went so viral that it even spread to the left. Yes, normal Liberals were ready to vote for Chandra. Our campaign for Charya went so viral that even Liberals were admitting this year, taking a screenshot of my post here and writing, "This is a real problem and it's happening. Overnight, it's figured down to the people I know in the real world." Yes, the normies were voting for Chandra. And another post here from Carbon Tax Taylor saying, "So this is a real problem. I know people signing up to vote for Chandra because of this campaign." Wow. Now, this campaign was going so viral on social media and driving so many memberships to the Liberal Party that the delusional Liberals went on television and admitted on live TV that there is this excitement for the Liberals and all these memberships are being created. Look at this.
Could it be too little too late for that, though, Ms. Gould? I mean, if you've ignored it for so long and it leads to this erosion in trust to the point of fracture, I mean, do you have time to win it back and demonstrate that you've actually changed as a party?
Absolutely. I think we have an incredible opportunity right now as the Liberal Party of Canada. And we've seen that just over the last 2 weeks with, you know, tons of people rejoining the party.
She has no clue. She has no clue why people are signing up to the party. It was for Chandra, but she's trying to sell it like people are excited to vote for the Liberals. Nope. We're excited to vote against Mark Carney.
Last 2 weeks with, you know, tons of people rejoining the party or signing up for the first time. There's an excitement. There is a new energy. There is an optimism about what we can do for Canadians. So,
yeah, the optimism was for Chandra. I just love how delusional these leftists are. They actually think we're excited to vote for them. No, we're excited to vote against them. And did you guys notice how she said all these new memberships? Who do you think those were for? They were obviously for Chandra. And the night before this clip was posted, Chandra was starting to go viral on X, as he was the number 25 ranked topic on the entire site. And fast forward 12 hours later, and Chandra was the number 1 trending topic on X. You absolute crazy people literally memed him into number 1. I absolutely love you guys. So with Chandra Arya going mega viral and the tens of thousands of new memberships that we generated from this campaign, well, we got the Liberals to expose how corrupt they truly are. So with Chandra Arya being the number 1 trending topic going mega viral, the left does what they do best. And they cheated. And they forced Chandra Arya out of the race. And something really caught my attention from his letter to the people saying that he is dropping out of the race here. As he says this decision raises significant questions about the legitimacy of the leadership race, and by extension, the legitimacy of the next Prime Minister of Canada. Correct. Chandra Arya is correct. Whoever the Liberals elect, or shall we say select, because we all know it's a selection, well, this candidate will automatically be illegitimate. And to this day, as I'm recording this, the Liberals will not admit why Chandra Arya was kicked out of the race. They're not giving a reason. But I'm going to tell you the truth. The fact is that Chandra Arya was going to destroy Mark Carney in a landslide, and they absolutely saw the numbers from the signups, and they panicked, and they do what they do best. They cheated so that Mark Carney could win. But Melanie Joly went in front of a press conference 2 days ago and gave a reason as to why he dropped out, and, well, it is full of shit.
What I said in French is, for me as a francophone, I thought that what he was saying regarding francophones across the country was unacceptable.
Nope. Just say no to French.
And I expect the leader of the Liberal Party of Canada to be fully bilingual, because we are in a bilingual country. We are the party of official bilingualism, and it is at the core of our DNA. Thank you.
Anyone in the chat believe Melanie Joly? Because I don't. There is absolutely no rule in the Liberal Party rulebook that says you have to speak French in order to be a leader. They're literally just lying to you and making things up, because we ran the most successful Liberal leadership campaign of all time, and it absolutely terrified them. And if you guys want to see how terrified the Liberals truly are, or were, of our Chandra Arya campaign, the official director of communications of the Liberal Party had this to say: before voting in the Liberal leadership race, you need to confirm your eligibility as a registered Liberal, including that you're not a member of any other federal party. Misrepresentation can result in a fine up to $10,000. Yes, this is how scared they are. They're now threatening Canadians with $10,000 fines. How the hell are they even supposed to find out that we are part of the Conservative Party for those who are? You think the Conservatives are just going to hand them over their records? Are these people delusional? But one thing is for sure, you could just smell the desperation on them. And these libtard accounts were so butthurt on X over our campaign that, I mean, many of them, like Suburban Polly over here, were tagging the RCMP, calling for my arrest because I told people to sign up to the Liberal leadership race to vote for the next Prime Minister of Canada. And they want me to go to prison for that. This is how unhinged the left truly is. So with Chandra disqualified from the race, I brought it over to X and I asked my followers, who do we support next to make sure that Mark Carney doesn't win? And the overwhelming amount of people voted for Ruby Dalia. And after seeing how viral the Chandra Arya campaign went, well, Ruby Dalia, like any good political opportunist, jumped all over this Chandra momentum and asked the Chandra Arya supporters to support her for the next Liberal leader.
Namaste and sat sri akal, bonjour. This is Ruby Dalia. As you know, I am running for the leadership for the Liberal Party and the next Prime Minister of Canada. This message is for all of the supporters of Mr. Arya. He was running as well as a fellow candidate, and we just heard very shortly before that he will not be running as he has not been approved by the Liberal Party. I am sure that many of his supporters across the country are very disappointed.
Yep.
I know that they have been working very hard, signing up members all across our great country.
So I signed up tens of thousands. I am very disappointed. Go on.
And to all of the supporters, I say to you that in me, you have a very strong voice. A voice that is ready to fight for you, that is ready to stand up for you, and a voice that is going to ensure that your issues are brought to the forefront. The time is very short. If you have not signed up, we have until tomorrow, January the 27th. And if you have signed up, please connect with us because we need your vote and your support to elect and to make history for the very first time and have the first Canadian Prime Minister from the South Asian and Indo-Canadian community. Let's work together to make history and to make this happen.
All right. So this was Ruby Dalia's plea. I mean, we all know she sounds like a politician. She doesn't sound that genuine, but Ruby actually kind of surprised me the next day as, well, her platform is way different than other liberals. Now, I put out this clip here where Ruby Dalia says she wants every single illegal immigrant to be deported, and it went viral. It's a little bit of an older clip here with 8,500 likes and 1,400 retweets. And guess what? I think Ruby Dalia saw this post because look what she posted the next day. The very day after I put out that viral post, Ruby Dalia posts this saying, as Prime Minister, I will deport illegal immigrants and clamp down on human traffickers. That's my promise to you. Let's watch.
There are over 500,000 illegal immigrants in Canada. This is unacceptable.
Yep.
As the daughter of immigrant parents, I know firsthand that immigrants have helped build our great country. But we must clamp down on human trafficking and those that are here illegally. As your Prime Minister, I promise you, I will deport every illegal immigrant in Canada. Canada's comeback starts now.
I think she's trying to appeal to conservatives with this, and you know what? I like it. But my question to Ruby is this. If you're going to deport 500,000 illegal immigrants in Canada, what the hell is going to happen to Brampton? Is Brampton going to get wiped off the map? Tell me in the comments down below. And Ruby seems to be doubling down on this message here, saying that, putting out communications saying Ruby Dalia will deport every illegal immigrant living in Canada as Prime Minister. That sounds pretty based. And another one that caught me by surprise was this, where she put out this tweet here saying, real Donald Trump, let's make a deal, which is actually refreshing as all of the liberals want to start a trade war with Trump, and her, well, she wants to make a deal. And that's the right way to go about it. And another thing that makes me like Ruby is how much these left-wing Trudeau sycophants hate her, such as my friend Vicky Campbell, who writes, sounds just like Trump, doesn't it? It's exactly what he's doing right now. Ruby is no liberal. She's a conservative plant. She was at Trump's inauguration. No self-respecting liberal would support Trump. They don't. Ruby is a fraud. Or this one from Vicky Campbell saying, Ruby says what it's what real change looks like. It's also exactly what Trump sounds like. Who is Ruby Dalia, and why is she talking like Trump? Look, I don't know about you guys, but when accounts like Vicky Campbell and the crazy leftists on X start tweeting their disapproval of Ruby Dalia, well, to me, that is basically an endorsement. And the memes are starting to roll in on Ruby, like this one with Canadians and Carney, giving a second look over to Ruby. Do you guys think we can actually meme Ruby into the next liberal leader? Let me know in the comments down below. And in our last clip of the night here, I want to share a little gem with you because Stoner Guy is back on the show and he wants to give his insight on what he thinks about this liberal leadership race.
So there's at least 16 ministers backing Mark Carney. Only 5 are backing Chrystia Freeland, and as far as I know, none are backing Ruby Dalia. I don't get it. We were supposed to be on a steady, if difficult sometimes, march towards progress. And yet, with just a few weeks to go, the Liberal Party of Canada is choosing once again to not back a woman for the leadership. Everywhere, women's rights and women's progress is under attack, overtly and subtly. But I want you to know I am and always will be a proud feminist. You will always have an ally in me. So while the establishment liberals once again back the entitled, generationally wealthy, privileged white patriarchy, I will be voting for Ruby Dalia. Hold the applause. I'm an exceptionally wonderful, progressive human being. I'm aware.
Stoner Guy endorses Ruby Dalia. Let's effing go. All right, folks, that is the latest and greatest from the liberal leadership race. And I want you guys to tell me in the comments, do you guys support Ruby Dalia as the next liberal leader? I mean, I want to hear what your choice is in the comments down below. Also, I can't believe I ran a political campaign that made the establishment scared. We actually all combined and got behind our friend Chandra Arya and made him so popular that the liberals had to cheat to get him out of the race. Are they going to kick Ruby Dalia out as well? Tell me in the comments down below. All right, guys, if you enjoyed today's show, you know how to support me. Like, share, comment, subscribe, drop a comment. My name is The Pleb, and for the real ones who made it to the end, we got another endorsement for Ruby Dalia, none other than President Trump. See you at the next episode. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, great Canadians, amazing people, truly the best. Thank you for being here. I have to say, today is a sad day. It's very, very sad. The Liberal Party, believe it or not, has made the decision to let go of Chandra Arya. Terrible decision, folks. He's a star, a real star, and they're saying, goodbye, Chandra. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. But let me tell you, we have to stay strong, okay? Canadians are tough people. Hockey, Tim Hortons, cold winters, very tough. And here's the thing, it's time for a woman to lead the Liberal Party. A strong, smart, incredible woman. You know, Canada has amazing women, way better than some of these guys making decisions. Let's give the women a chance. We're going to turn this around. Stay strong, Canada. Big, beautiful things are ahead, trust me.